It is a beautiful day in Ohio, and this is back-to-back time. This is going to be a cool one. This is the old factory edition versus the new factory edition. So this is actually my 2020 or 21.5 KTM 450 factory edition. My buddy Zach has it now, but it's got KYB inserts in the forks, 4/8 fork springs. It's got the bladder and the shock revalve in the back. Otherwise, it's stock. It does have the My connectivity unit, so in map 1, it's got the engine braking turned down, and it's kind of a dialed back setting. This is my 24.5 KTM 450 factory edition. It's got the new lighter frame cutouts. It's got the CUO unit, so I have a dry hard pack map in there today because it's dry and hard packed. And I have the engine braking turned down, throttle response turned down, and so it frees it up. But this one has my favorite set of cone valve forks. It's got the good coatings on them. And this is a TX300 rear shock stock off my 300, so we're gonna ride them back to back, see what the old frame. This was probably my favorite 450 when I owned this bike. It was light, it handled good, it was easy to ride. Zach's got traction, and we'll go map 2. But I put it on early. I'll have a video down there, but it's got nice, the KYB stuff is so smooth. Very plush. The inserts, man. The other thing about this bike, boy, that engine is just so good. Traction and just, this bike feels light because it is light. The rear shock is very compliant. Even a little chop, this just has a small, lightweight feel to this chassis. The fender's a little skinnier up front. It's so planted. Dry hard pack today, so these MX-33s, I don't think they work as good as my 34s, but I still really like this bike a lot. It is so easy to ride. Super smooth, super light feeling. Now, let's jump on the new one and see what stands out. This bike, really good. All right, got some good forks. Oh, we got lots of traffic. Now, dry hard pack, engine braking turned down. See if I can sneak out here a little bit different place. Now these got MX-34s. I think they're a little better traction. This engine might just feel a little bit more lively, maybe a tick, not a lot, but comfort-wise, these forks, they're my favorite set of cone valves. If you get a set of cone valves dialed, you'll like them. They have a very low friction feel. Keep that planted, better traction in this stuff. And it's funny, the TX300 rear shock feels really good. I'm kind of surprised how good it feels. It's plush. I'm gonna have Brad at Rideworks do mine. Yeah, this chassis is so well balanced. It's got nice stability and speed. It still pulls real hard. Boy, that's a tough one back to back. So the new chassis, man, this bike's got a little bit more weighty feel up front, a little more planted. I think the engine feels maybe a tick beefier, but they're such good engines. 60 horsepower has never been so easy to ride. I don't feel any real harshness. Now, suspension is somewhat dialed, cone valves, but it's a stock shock on the back. Feels really good. I think if you have the previous generation and you have it dialed, still an awesome bike. I don't think this obsoletes the new one. I don't even think this obsoletes the 2324s, which you can get a smoking deal on now. They just keep changing the character a little bit on each one. So 2 big thumbs up, back to back. I think they're both winners.